Everyone, good evening and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's the real Edo girl. Welcome everyone, welcome my people. We have something to discuss today. As you can see the picture at the front of this video, it talks about this pastor that asked this lady to back him, okay? And at the same time, we are going to talk about why Nigeria pastors, especially the women, will never support their fellow women when it comes to issues that concern marriages. And this picture of this man jumping at the back of this woman. This woman practically backed this man on her back. And at the same time, you see the man, apart from she backing this man, you see the man put her on chokehold. Like the man is practically like they press this woman down somehow. Una go see am the way when this man like put her for chokehold. Una go see how he take put him hand around the woman for his neck side. Okay, this one no look like backing. Say the back person. Nobody, no grown-up man, or pikin person go back. He go carry him hand, put for your neck like this, like say you hold him something. Person need to like be so insensitive. Person need to like not have feelings for people to fit be able to allow a woman to back a grown-up man like this. And at the same time, we gonna check the way it take cross a hand on the woman neck. It dey choke this woman. If you see the video, the man practically hold this woman. If you see the woman face, you see her facial expression, the way it is. This is practically not normal in any society. I don't think it is done anywhere in the world. Why all these pastors, they use all this type of methods, all this way, say na miracle or whatsoever. I believe say if this woman gets husband and the husband na truly leader, the husband they truly love women, whether a wife, a sister, a mother, he no go like a own mama to back one big man like this in the name of religion. He no go like make his sister come back this big man for back. Say na religion. The man come put his hand for around. Una dey see, see. He come put his hand. That is, the woman be like, who no dey enjoy the backing. One thing na to back, say he back this man. Another thing na make una see where his hand, two hand go stay. He really want this woman to like, he want make she like feel pain, you understand? Because I don't understand this type of backing when person go back person like this. At the end of the day, see as person when you back take all you for the upper side of the whole body. It's not really dey nice. And this thing now waiting with a show to the whole world, say which country we from come when woman go back man like this. Say why? Say why? Wetin go make woman back a man like this? That is, you see say no women come out to speak against this thing, because this image when you dey see so, it dey practically not right to us as citizens of Nigeria, Africa, to the whole world. This is not nice. Portray good image of our women. Women na women. Where women for the back men, I don't know. Even a grown man like this. Women they back children because push chair not there. Wetin we dey call carol for here, not there Nigeria. If it dey, but the floor, the land, the ground, not there habilitated to fit use them. Push chair follow those ground and all, because e not dey level. Like Europe here, if you push your baby, push chair go anywhere you want push and go. But Nigeria e no dey. Now that one make many women like the back pikin for back. So the other time I can't even put down for my YouTube channel how to back baby when your breast no go fall. So women they use this method to back pikin for years because of they no get other method, another way to back their children so that they fit do something. But to come see say grown woman and grown man person dey back old man like this in the name of religion, wetin dey happen? Now so all these pastors dey desperate. Now so there's so much dislike all these women for person to carry himself come put for woman back like they say that they back. If you see the man expression self, it dey like they enjoy the pain and the suffering of the woman, because the woman when back, and if you see her face, she know they okay as they look her. And you now see where the man hand goes stand for all the part of a body. See where go put his hand. And if you see that hand, you know say that place it go dey very painful. This woman no go fit swallow spit like that. Put this woman for chalk out in the name of waiting, sin and religion. Say you dey do miracle. Which type of miracle be this one? My people, when I don't see this kind of thing before for una life, wetin can bring us to this level? Wetin can reduce us to this level? Ignorance, lack of awareness, lack of education, lack of common sense. Because who no go school see they get sense. But wetin can reduce us to this level when be say person go say me the back am. And you see the whole congregation, men, women, all of them food there. Why African women reduce themselves to this type of way? They back person because of religion. If they do, they'll say they will say single mother in Europe. If this woman get husband when be saying a leader, he get brain when sharp, he go allow a wife in the name of religion to back a man in which type of miracle, in which type of testimony, in which type of prophecy, in which type of way when you will allow your wife to back this grown man. That is, all these things is just like getting out of hand. We as Africans, we need to wake up from our sleep and do the right thing. This one not just the nice at all. Some pictures, they make me myself the shame. They make so many people the shame as women from Africa. It make us the shame. How can a grown man like this allow a woman to back him? In what way? What will be the meaning of that? This is what they reduce so many women to in the church. To use them to carry load. To use them in any way or any form. To use them to gather crowd. To use them against their husband. To use their husband against them. Just to cause problem in the family. Many pastors now the main problem when marriages get for Africa today. You will see the women pastor will never support their fellow women. They will preach everything against their fellow women. make every anger for day the family, division for day the family. Because if division day, problem dey, the women will always have something to come and pray about. They will always want something to come and do counseling about. And when they do counseling, they do prayer and all these things, church crowd go dey church. There will always be tight and not free. There will always be worriness because they don't already program African women to to resist pain. No matter what your husband do, you have to try to make sure say you build the home, you hold the man down. They will come use Bible verse take chop am down. You see the women go they go through pain, and most of these pastors, they will never ever support these women when they preach. All they are preaching are opposite, because they know say the way when they take program the women to be obedient, to be respectful to their husband, the way when it that way, if they preach against the men, they preach against the men go tell their wife say, I don't want to see you for that church again. And doing so, they don't lose member already be that. Immediately they will lose members. That is why you see them, they always face the women. Everything are against the women, because they know say our African men, many of them, they don't know how to go into dialogue. They don't know how to sit down and reason things. Now action, now many of them they. So if they preach against, they say your husband respect your wife, husband provide for your wife, they know say all of them, many of them will stop their wife from going to church. And we know say years upon years, women, they use women for advert for so many things all over the world. If you want make your music sing, now women. If you want make a lot of things happen, now women. If they want do advert for clothes, for bra, for food, now many now women, they do the adverts. So the presence of women in the church, they very, very important to all these pastors. So that is why you see say they always want women. They always preach to keep the women in one place, so that they not feel advance, they not feel open high, because they know say immediately those women, they preach something against the men, or they say the truth, or the fact of how things supposed to be in the house. They know say the women feel navigate through all those things, understand so many things when they try to hide for the women. The women go feel empower, and they will quick fit come on for inside the programming very quick. So they don't want that one. That is why they always want to keep them in one place. What did they teach them last 20 years ago? Now they will still repeat again. Another 15 years on top, it will be 35 years. What did they teach them 5 days ago? They will still repeat, and so you will do. If you continuously repeating something to somebody, the person will come, even though saying a lie, the person will come believe say not true. Now waiting they worry so many of our women today. When they go to that place when they call church, instead of them to reason, they go carry their brain, they go drop them for the month, they go enter inside church, they go absorb so many dysfunctionality, toxicity in the name of they go church. When they reach a house, or they dey in a situation where they're supposed to use their brain, they don't go use their brain, they use the programming and the things where their pastor tell them say make them do. They use until the reason. That is why you see many of them are in bondage today. That is why you see many of them are in pain today. That is why you see many of them are making desperate move today. That is why you see many of them choosing men from the bottom of the barrel today. They don't do better in business, in life, in marriages, in decisions where they take. They continue to choose the same men, the same thing all the time, and get the same results, because their pastor want them to be in one place like that. When you see Funke will get up, Funke Adejumako get up, say any woman when be say e husband marry, a man no dey progress, or in the man or automatically become something or whatever. Say the woman and wish. You know, they surprised when he give that messages. Women food there, they clap put. Women there, they cheer her because e don't reduce those women self-esteem to nothing but zero. So because of that submissive behavior, wey many of them don't absorb, wey many of them don't put inside themselves, they no fit challenge am, because that is why you see them. They always tell you, say, call me mommy, call me this, call me that. You cannot call them by their name. All those things, they create fear on all these women when they follow these people. And when you see anything like court leaders, all these mummies and all these people, they always try to instill fear and respect on all these women, so that when they say something that is wrong, they cannot talk. They program all these women for years. Everything a mommy, anything mommy talk is right. They clap, they cheer. If you see all those women that were sitting on the chair, they cheering for her. You see many of them are in dysfunctional marriage when they go from, go back, go from, go back, go from, they advance. Many of them are going through a lot of problems in their marriages, and they don't program say they have to hold these men down. They have to lose everything about themselves just to please a man. They don't have boundaries, they don't have standard, because if they have boundaries, they have standard, then she will not start with those type of preachings, because marriage automatically no make any marriage. If you are not working before marriage, there is no way. There is nothing like marriage blessing automatically you will be blessed. You should be doing something to be blessed. You should be working, doing something practically for you to multiply what you are doing. Okay, woman cannot come into your life and she become the automatic ticket for you to blow when they do anything before. There should be something you are doing. There is nothing like, oh, when we marry things go good, when we marry everything go fine, when we marry I go get my blessing. I've heard this from multiple men all the time, saying this, that, oh, my blessing they wait me, when I marry I will be blessed. No, if you are not blessed now, you are not financially stable, you have no business even picking a wife. We as women, if we create that standard, una go see say many men, they will go looking for work, looking for something to have to build before they go and pick you as their wife. But the moment you choose, say, me, man and man, they will come and stay in your neck and not be productive and not doing anything practically for you or for your children or to create legacy. They will be there, and you see women like Funke will co-sign their behavior, because they have already programmed you to hold them down, to make sure they progress when they marry you, even when they come with nothing, that you should make sure they progress. Because if they don't progress when they are with you, you are the problem. We have seen so many situations where many men are complaining bitterly that their wife is a problem. The moment they marry the woman, they don't have money, the things become bad for them. Many of them are taking bad decisions. They are not serious in their life, in their businesses. And you see, the moment they get married to you, things become bad. Many of them don't listen to their wife, because if you marry, there is something that is going to be between you and your wife. The wife have some spiritual protection to speak to you, to guide you. Okay, when your wife tell you, for example, don't go out, don't do this, or don't put money on this business, or don't do that, and you refuse, because at times what you are saying is not what your wife is saying. What your wife is saying is not what you are saying. Apart from that, so many women are more intelligent than the men, or more mature than the men in the brain. Okay, so there are so many ways your women can talk to you that you should do this, you should take this decision or not, and you refuse, and things become bad for you. So you come and pick up that phrase from Madame Fouquet that, oh, is your wife that is making things hard for you since you married her. But many of these men will forget how they were taking bad decisions, how many of them were spending their money all over everywhere, and how they are not wise when it comes to business. There is no woman that will make you rich. There is nothing like blessing without you working. Okay? And when you are married, you are not taking decision accordingly, or the way you are supposed to take it. Things are going to go bad for you. So you should never expect any woman to hold you down or to do this, to do that. No, no at all. For you to get better, you have to be better before marriage. Don't think that when you get married, marriage is going to better you. No. And women, also with women, you cannot marry a man that have nothing happening in his life, that is like living on promises, or things will get better when we marry. No. When you marry, this man, he was living alone before. He couldn't do anything for himself. Maybe some of them are 35, 40 and everything. All their 20s, 25, 30s, they could not even do anything for themselves. And you think that by marrying you now, everything will just blow immediately. No. And when you cannot get that result that you are thinking on your head, you feel that it's the woman that is your problem. She is everything. She's the one that come and draw you back. She's the one that do this. I think it is time we should understand that there are so many women that are male identified. They talk like our men. Most of the things that most of our women learn today or know today is what the men told them to do. They told them, oh, you should dress like this, you should talk like this, you should do like this, you should do like that. That is why you see most of our women, they behave practically like men, because who taught them all these things? They are the men who put the law, how women should dress, how women should talk. If a woman is too behaving very feminine, they will say she too the make shakara, she's too make. Because many of them have already programmed the women like for them to think and behave like a man. That is why you should be careful as a woman where you go and consume informations. If you want to grow as a woman, if you want to leave the programming that is not working anymore for so many women. If you really want to leave the programming, there are so many information and preaching that you don't even have any business listening to. You don't even listen to them, because they will never serve you right. They will never speak on your favor. They will never speak on your growth. We are complaining today about our leaders and all these things all over social media, all over Nigeria today. The problem we have is our women. They don't want you to demand accountability from the men. They don't want you to ask what you really deserve. The moment you choose to demand accountability, you are bitter. The moment you choose to demand, you demand too much. Go and work, go and do these things. This is just too much. We complain about the leaders today. Practically, those leaders we are talking about, are they not married to women? If these women have power, if they haven't given their power out or throw their power through the window, why can't they demand their husbands to do the right thing? They will never do that because they don't want the good of their fellow women. They don't want their fellow women to grow, to progress. That is the same thing you see with the pastor's wife. They don't want any woman to compete with them. They don't want any woman to outsmart them. They don't want any woman to know more than them, or to they feel threatened. That is why they put you on their level, on the level that you cannot go more than that. They beat your self-esteem down, they beat your self-worth down, they make you look small, so that the men and them can easily control you and manipulate you, and with the Bible, they can chop everything together. That is why when you are cheering for some certain messages, you should know you are cheering for your downfall, for people that are subjecting you to a lot of problem in the society. We demand everyday politicians. These politicians have women at home. If the women are so important, they have self-esteem, they have self-love, they have standards, they could tell their husband, come on, do something with your positions. But because most of the women, they are mummies, they are programmed not to have a say. There should be yes, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. They will never demand accountability from their husbands. They were programmed to do more than they are supposed to do for men. They know that the moment they will tell their husband, come on, the problem we have practically over there in Africa is the women. If you see most of these men today, the politicians whosoever, they were trained by the women. That is why you always see most black men, they talk about their mother more than their father. They talk about their mother more than the father. They were trained by their mom. Their mom instilled all this behavior and hatred for women, so that they were like, everything is on their favor. It's on their favor. Even their mother will carry their sister down to put the male child up. So it does not surprise me when I see them preaching about women should do this, women should grow man, women should build man, women should build it, because they practically train their sons with privilege not to do anything. That when this, we are training mumu women that will grow up and come and serve you and come and build you, for you to go and get a woman of your choice. I think we should try to equivalent the message, make it okay, balance the message that we are preaching, that the man is not important more than the women, and the women is not important more than the men, that the men are leaders. They have to carry the women along. That is what should be preached in churches, in public places. I think our women should add more value to themselves. They should never condone messages that bring them down, messages that try to subject them to a very low level in the society, because there are so many powerful women that hide at the back of the men. They hide themselves in the marriage, like, if you say this, if you say that, the marriage is over. And the first person to judge these women are the same women. I think we should try and do better for ourselves as women. We should try and support women more, because the men already have privilege. The law too give them privilege than the men, than the women. We should just try never to condone messages, either from the church, the institution, the government, or whatever. Messages that don't support women. That messages that come out like to subject women to a lower standard. We should try and check it out. Over here in Europe, it is not allowed anywhere. It is not allowed. There are departments, there are associations that come out to protest any messages that does not make sense directed to women over here. It is not allowed because they knew that there are so many men that will interpret it in the wrong way, and they have boys, made children that will pick that message and put the message in the other way around, and it will disturb and affect the society and the women. If the society we are living, they say, is a man's world, why we as women cannot create our own world for ourselves? We should do that. We should never allow churches, all these people, to brainwash us. We should try and create our own space and stop sharing things that does not make sense. When you see all these women preaching to favor them for the men, that is, the church is like they go there to bash the women. I practically stopped going to these churches because I see that every time I go there, my self-esteem, my self-worth was just going down all the time. I have to just quit it so that I can get myself back, because it was just with the women don't have respect, women don't cook, women don't do this, women don't do that, women don't do this. Even the responsibility that was supposed to be for the men was even attributed to the women, so that the message will be sugar-coated, will be sweet. You will see all the men will be laughing. Imagine when all these people get home, there are problems everywhere. Even the day the pastor will mistakenly preach against the men, you see how they will feel very irritated, very unhappy, and will even tell their wife to stay home. That is what they don't want. The truth. They don't want the normal, average African women to wake up, to advance, because they know our advancement will be powerful, because there are so many men that cannot do better for themselves. All what they should do is suppress the women, subject them under us. That is what African women have been going through for years. They want to subject them to be under them so that they can be able to manipulate them, because most of the women are the pillar of the society. They are the one that brought up their children. That is why you see many men leaving their kids, leaving their marriage so fast, doing whatsoever they want, and the children at the end stay with the mother. When the mother have a low self-esteem, a low self-worth, how can she bring up children that will be so powerful, will be so useful to the society? How can this type of woman that is being brought down practically all the time everything is negative, is negative, is negative, or to her. How does she bring up a child that will serve the society better? We have to think about the self-esteem of our women and how these pastors contributed to it, and why we as women should never allow these people to bring us down anymore. And this miracle pastors of a team should be regulated. We don't need all these dramas, women backing grown-up men on their back. It is not done anywhere. We are not animals. We are not macho. We are not macho women. We are women. Women are soft. Women are lovely. Women are sweet. That is what we should be. We should not be used as a scapegoat. We should not be used as in Spanish all everywhere. We should not be used like when you are training a dog. We are not dogs. We are human beings. If you want somebody to back you, pastor, look for those men to back you. Just look for those men to back you, because I see the behavior is so disgusting. The way people doing all these things is not nice at all. It is a disgrace. It is a shame to us as African women. This is the example of the load most African women are carrying. They will back the men, they will carry the children here, they will carry the other children here. It should not be done anywhere. African women have been subjected to too much. We need to rest. We need to live a peaceful and a happy life for once. Okay? So I'm going to stop this message. I will upload this video to my Facebook, Single Mom and Single Dad, Single Mother and Single Father in Europe. And I will upload it to my YouTube too. I love all of you all. It's the Real Edo Girl. If this is the first time of seeing my video, don't forget to subscribe and press the like button. And bye bye everyone. I love you all.